Good morning, traders. This is a video about why you shouldn't hold stocks overnight. And this is LMFA. I didn't hold it overnight. I traded it this morning in the pre-market, but you know, I know there's a lot of theories out there, and sometimes it works out. I just don't think it's worth the risk because you don't know what's going to happen. I don't like to make stock predictions and try to decide, you know, what's going to happen the next day. I just like to be there the next day and see what happens and trade on that. So LMFA kind of came out of nowhere on Friday, and around 12:30 just started ramping up and made a really nice strong run. Tons of volume came out of nowhere. I'm sure there was a news catalyst. You can see some over here, but I didn't really care about that stuff. If the volume is there and the price action is there, that's good enough for me. And so I wasn't trading at that time, so I didn't take any trades on it, but I did trade it this morning and made a nice 2-hour trade. And this is all aftermarket right here. This is the 5-minute chart we're looking at just because it's easier to see the overall move. This is the 5-minute chart, and it ran up really strong again in the aftermarket. So this morning, it was the top volume traded stock, and that's why I looked at it. I didn't even know about this stuff. It just popped up on my screener as the top volume stock. So I marked out the aftermarket high, which was right here. And this thing immediately broke through the aftermarket high, which is my signal to look for an entry. So then I waited for the pullback. I have a video of this too. You can just watch the video. It's right here showing the entire trade. And I waited for the pullback. And then as soon as one of the 1-minute candles broke the high, it was this candle right here. When it broke the high of this one, that's when I got in. And my stop loss was right here. So that was my 1R. And I took it to just about 2R, right around this area. And I held a couple shares a little bit longer and then sold off my last share, I think, around here. But I could have sold, you know, let's say like 75% of my shares at 2R. This was around a little bit after 4 in the morning. And I could have said, you know what, this thing is crazy strong. Look at this move. I'm trading with the trend. The trend is your friend. How can this thing stop? You know, there's so much volume coming in here this early. It's just going to keep going up and up and up. Let me just hold on to a couple of shares and go back to sleep and then see where this thing ends up in the at the open. And look what happened. It kind of traded sideways. And then here around 5:30, it dropped down through my stop loss. And again, in the pre-market, you can't have hard stops. So I would not have been stopped out there. I'd still be holding whatever shares that I had remaining. It comes down further, and now it really starts to get weak. So my entry was, I think, 386. So right now it would be down about 80 cents per share, which is not good. That would, even if I only had like, say, 2 shares, I would have been giving away half of my profit already at that point. Now this thing drops down further. I think I would have given it all back by now because I was in at 386. This is $1.20. So even at two shares, that would have been about $2.50, and I made like $3.18 off of this stock. I only was holding 11 shares in the pre-market. And then at the open, this thing never, ever got through. The pre-market high now is going to be above this. It was 449. It never got anywhere near that, so it would just continue to be weak. And I'm not saying like I would never hold a stock like this overnight. That's not something I do, but I know newer traders, and I know in the past, you know, when I was brand new, it was tempting because you're thinking, you know, I don't want to sit here all day, but I also don't want to miss out on this thing when it blows up, it goes to the moon. Well, no one knows if it's going to go to the moon or not. So it's better not to speculate, and it's better not to try to make a prediction. It's better just to look at the chart and see what's happening and only trade while you're right there in front of the screen. As far as I'm concerned, that's just the type of trader I am. I'm a day trader. I'm not a swing trader and not a long-term trader. So if you're a day trader, just stick to that and always just trade the chart. So let me know if you guys have any questions. And it hopefully you didn't, but maybe some of you guys held this. Obviously, if you're holding this back from Friday, you're still in good shape. But if you didn't get up this morning, you really missed the best part of the move. So there's many sides to this equation. So let me know what you guys think, even if you have any questions about this, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll be back trading tomorrow. I'm going to be busy later today, so I won't be able to trade in the aftermarket, but I'll be back trading in the pre-market tomorrow, as well as the market open and possibly the aftermarket. We'll see. I'll see you then. Take care.